Show me.
Hello everybody, Martial Arts Film Freak here, and I'm frustrated. I just feel like really ranting about this. I don't even have, I thought about taking some notes, I didn't even take any notes. I know I said that this week's video would be on No Tears for the Dead. That's actually going to be next week's video because I'm moving, hence why this is all just in disarray, and I'm sweaty from packing currently. And this will be easier to edit by Tuesday. It's currently... I don't even know what day it is. It's currently Thursday, and I move on Saturday, and this video is going up on Tuesday, so that tells you my time frame here. Anyway, so, the other day, Looper puts up this video, I believe titled, like, the best martial arts movies ever. Kung Fu specifically, Kung Fu movies, which is already, like, you know, it's very narrow, gap of movies there. Let me find this video, remember what the exact title was. So it's titled, The Best Kung Fu Movies of All Time, Ranked. Now, first of all, subjective. Or objective. It's subjective. Yes, I'm always very bad at subjective and objective. I just don't think you can make that distinction. And the thing is, these videos do well. There are several videos of the most must-watch martial arts movies to see before you die, and I've thought about doing some of those because you see them on YouTube and they always got like a lot of views, and I'm like, you know, I could do one of those. It'd be pretty good. You know, I've got a good insight on my martial arts movies. I could probably do that, and I probably will at some point in the future. But the thing is, if you're gonna say the best martial arts movies ever made, ranked, you need to make the point of saying it's an opinion. And one of these choices they have on here is the one that irks me the most, because most of them I get it. Most of them I see. Most of them I can agree with on some level. You had something like, what was it, 36 Chamber of Shaolin, you had 5 Deadly Venoms, Masters of the Flying Guillotine, Ip Man, Enter the Dragon I'm sort of iffy with. I don't think it's Bruce Lee's best movie, but most of those movies I'm like, alright, fine, whatever, I get it. Those could be considered the best martial arts movies ever made. I wouldn't maybe put most of them on my list. They would be on the list, but it would be a very long list, especially if they're ranked. I probably would never do that. I would probably never be like, this is the #1 greatest martial arts movie ever made. I would probably be like, look, here's like 30 to 50 amazing martial arts movies. No really just specific ranking. Just watch them on your own discretion because you should. But one movie they had on this list, 2 movies really, I believe #2, thinking, #2, what could be the #2 greatest ranked martial arts, Kung Fu specifically, movie of all time? What is #2 going to be? Is it going to be, I don't know, a Bruce Lee movie, a Jackie Chan movie? They had Police Story on the list, which is good. Eastern Condors, Prodigal Son, something Yuan Bao, something like a 7 Grandmasters, Worlds of Drunken Master, I don't know, just going Indie Hong Kong, going Golden Harvest, going Shaw Brothers. What are you gonna do? Modern Times, Shaolin is incredible. What are you gonna put at the #2 greatest Kung Fu movie of all time? They went with Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2. And this baffles me. And I understand, on some level, well, I understand entirely, that the Kill Bill films are very good. They're Tarantino. Tarantino has been one of the best working directors since, what, 1994? I don't know. They're very well written. He's an amazing writer. He is great with cinematography. He is a film nerd. He is a student of the game. I get it. There's a lot to like in those movies, martial arts and all. You know, I wouldn't even say the first one's a kung fu movie. I'd say the first one's a samurai movie, and the second one's a kung fu movie. And the first one you're getting trained by Sonny Chiba, and the first one you're getting trained by Sonny Chiba, and the second one you're getting trained by literal Pai Mei, Gordon Liu, one of the greatest kung fu martial artists of all time. My hair looks like that. I'm sweaty and I'm wearing a hat. I just don't see Kill Bill standing up to the top of the mountain with the greatest kung fu movies of all time. And there's kind of this idea. I feel like it's maybe a little bit echoey in here. It's because I've got some posters off the walls. I feel like, I don't know, there's something in my brain that says, first of all, I'm not a big Kill Bill fan because watching someone make an homage to something brilliant from the past is always wonderful. It's always a lot of fun. But at the end of the day, I'm probably just going to want to go back and watch that original thing. Until you can make it something all your own and not just completely copy it, which Kill Bill is not a complete copy. You know, Kill Bill is possibly even in the same boat as something like Star Wars. Star Wars, at the end of the day, was inspired by Flash Gordon and the Hidden Fortress. And yes, Star Wars is 100% its own thing. I would rather watch Star Wars than I would rather watch Flash Gordon. Or old serials of Flash Gordon. Hidden Fortress has its own things you can like about. But I don't know if you can put something that is an homage up there with the very best of the genre that it is a salute to. It just bugs me. Like, having her in the Bruce Lee jumpsuit is fun, and elements of the Crazy 88 fight are clearly derived from Bruce Lee films, and that's great. But you can't sit here and tell me that her, you know, it's a nightclub, but you might as well consider it a dojo fight. Her dojo fight is not better than the dojo fight in Fist of Fury, the movie that it is copying. You know, she rolls around on the ground, slicing people's legs and feet. You know, Bruce Lee did it rolling on the ground, whipping people's legs, feet with nunchucks. That's Bruce Lee just simply did it better. And then if you want to say, like, I don't know, like, if you would consider that the dojo fight, she's going in this room facing a bunch of black belts. How many movies have a better dojo fight than Kill Bill? Like, oh, it's not framed the same way. It's not technically as brilliant. But at the end of the day, I'm watching a film to be entertained. And I'm far more entertained watching the dojo fights in Kiss of the Dragon, in Fist of Fury, in Legend of the Fist, Return of Shenzhen, in Fist of Legend, hell, in Die Fighting. I don't think you should be able to throw something like Kill Bill in with the very best when all it is at the end of the day is copying someone's homework, but changing a few things to make it look like your own. Like in the video, they say like, oh, its brilliance lies in its references. But I don't think that the overall quality of a film compared to the genre that it is inspired by, the overall brilliance of the film, the heart of it should not lie in its references. It shouldn't lie in its references of Bruce Lee or samurai films. The best Star Wars movies are not the Star Wars movies that do nothing but reference the past. The best Spider-Man movie is not a Spider-Man movie that does nothing but reference the past. That's just the way I feel about stuff like that. I don't know. I don't want to shit on like the new stuff, but the best Spider-Man movie in the recent trilogy is Homecoming, because it feels all its own. It is something new. It is truly watching this student going through high school, trying to balance his high school career, his friendships, his romances, while also being Spider-Man. Whereas, or the best, you know, you of course go back to Spider-Man 2, still to this day being people's favorite Spider-Man movie, but then people will be like, oh, well, No Way Home was the best film. And maybe this goes back to truly just being entertained. It just, standing on its own, I don't believe that Kill Bill should deserve a top spot within the kung fu and martial arts genre. It is a lot of fun. I would love to say that you could make an argument for Kill Bill being the top 50 greatest martial arts movies ever made. But the genre is so deep. Martial arts, kung fu, whatever. The genre is so deep, spanning decades, spanning half a century and more, spanning so many countries: China, Japan, Thailand, France, the UK, the US, Indonesia, South Korea, Taiwan, Malaysia, India, and more. Africa, there's people in Africa making dope martial arts movies. Chile, there's people in Chile, there's people in Brazil, there's people in Mexico, there's probably some people in Canada making incredible martial arts films. Germany has some decent stuff. The genre of kung fu and martial arts is so wide, so broad, and so bright that no film that stands so high with people for simply being an homage to the brilliance that is kung fu and martial arts cinema should be able to stand that high. Am I actually ever really saying anything in this video? Not really. I'm just ranting, but I felt like ranting. I do enjoy Kill Bill. I don't think it's great. I don't love it. It's nowhere near my favorite Tarantino movie, and I only really watched Kill Bill truly 2 years ago. I had seen it several years ago. I was very young. I didn't remember much. I finally watched it again 2 years ago, and I was like, yeah, this is fine, but if you're gonna reference this samurai movie from the past, I just want to go watch that samurai movie. If you're gonna reference, flying guillotines, I'm just gonna go watch flying guillotines. That's just the way it is. You can't hold something so high and praise it and say, oh my god, I love the way you talked about Bruce Lee. I love that Bruce Lee reference. You know what would be better than just watching a movie that is a Bruce Lee reference? Going and watching a Bruce Lee movie. There's nothing like it. I mean, there's something like it, There's a lot of other kung fu movies out there. But if you're not going to get the same feeling of watching an homage, Like, I don't know. You try to look at it also from other genres and see how that would be, of being like, oh well, I don't freaking know. My brain just always goes to like wrestling and like I don't know, mostly wrestling really. A couple weeks ago, FTR on AEW Dynamite had a match with each other in which it was very similar to an old Bret Hart and blanking on his name, the brother's name, Owen and Bret Hart match. They copied a lot of the same moves, but they did it as an homage, and that was brilliant. It was very fun to watch. But you know what I wanted to do after that? I wanted to go back and watch that original match, because Owen Hart and Bret Hart were people who could do something brilliant and it be wholly original. I'm not saying originality is king of everything. I'm not saying that entertainment is all and technicality is all. It's all subjective, and from my perspective, from my opinion, from my subjective point of view, Kill Bill never deserves a top spot in the martial arts and kung fu genre. I'm sure I've already said that 50 times in this video, and I'm saying it again. I ran a poll on Instagram with just asking people, is Kill Bill one of the greatest kung fu movies ever made? And that poll is currently sitting at 14 votes for yes, 35 for no. 29% yes, 71% no. So most people, I think, here would agree with me, at least in terms of people who follow on Instagram. I think it could be in the top spot from a different point of view. If you looked at Kill Bill, and if you wanted to make a list, and you said, this is a list of martial arts and kung fu movies that are brilliant to watch if you're getting into the genre. Now, some movies can fit on both spectrums there. Ip Man is going to be on the list of some of the greatest kung fu movies ever made. Kill Bill is not, in my opinion. However, both of those movies would be on a list of brilliant introductory kung fu movies or martial arts movies. If I was going to somebody who was a big Tarantino fan, and maybe they hadn't seen Kill Bill, but they also weren't really too well versed in the martial arts world, I would be, well, here's the thing. Here, go watch this Kill Bill movie. It's going to be very palatable for an American audience. It really is. And, that will be that's you walking up to the door of martial arts cinema. That's not even knocking You have approached the door. Ring the bell now. Ip Man would be on that list as well, although Ip Man would be, you have taken a few steps into the house. Am I saying anything of any note here? That's just how I feel. I don't agree, and I've seen it on several lists. Anytime I get people talking about martial arts cinema, they're like, "Oh my God, Kill Bill!" And look, yes, if you are being introduced to martial arts movies, watch Kill Bill, and then take that as your stepping stone to watch something else. Broaden your horizons and begin the path with Kill Bill. But once you are on that path, don't then look back at Kill Bill and say, God, that Kill Bill was still better than all these other movies. That list, ranking, this video was ranked pretty much from worst to best. Kill Bill ranked higher than something like Iron Monkey, than Ip Man, than Police Story, which is fucking blasphemy. I would watch Police Story 1,000 times before I would watch Kill Bill again. Masters of the Flying Guillotines, 5 Deadly Venoms, 36 Chamber of Shaolin. You cannot tell me, a Kung Fu fan, that Kill Bill is better than the movies I just named. Police Story, Masters of the Flying Guillotine, 5 Deadly Venoms, Iron Monkey, 36 Chamber of Shaolin, Ip Man. It's simply not. But that is simply my opinion, and that is what I wish videos would like this would say in the title. These are opinions and not facts. If you wanted to name a video something like that, then just don't say it's ranked, and just say these are some amazing martial arts movies that I recommend you watch. It's just very misleading from a very large, popular mainstream YouTube channel. And it doesn't mean anything at the end of the day. I just wanted to rant about something. I just wanted something to talk about and something to post. But at the end of the day, if I'm talking for the past 20 minutes almost, then I must feel very passionately about it. So what do you think? Tell me your thoughts in the comment section down below. Is Kill Bill one of the greatest martial arts movies of all time? Does it deserve to be up at the top of the mountain? If you're climbing the martial arts peak of films and you see at the very top, oh my God, Enter the Dragon is the greatest kung fu movie of all time, which again, I don't personally agree with. But on your climb there, you stop at Kill Bill and you're like, well, goddamn, this was better than 36 Chamber, Police Story, 5 Deadly Venoms, Masters of the Flying Guillotine, Ip Man, and so many other kung fu movies. The world, the giant spectrum, thousands and hundreds, whatever, I don't know how many, of incredible, brilliant kung fu and martial arts films, and Kill Bill stands above them all. But of course, then there is Enter the Dragon. If you believe that, then tell me your thoughts in the comment section down below. Why is it so good? Why is it better than almost every other kung fu movie ever created? Sammo Hung's got nothing on Tarantino, not a damn thing. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This was a weird, fun one. Yeah, do all those things. Martial Arts Film Freak on Facebook. Martial Arts Film Freak on Instagram. Tristan_Glover_ on Twitter. And Martial Arts Film Freak on TikTok. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening to me rant. What did you feel about this? Because I'm feeling like I had a fun time talking about this. Tell me your thoughts. I've already done all this. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good day.